Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your boy Big Will when I'm back with some boxing talk. What's going on, fam? Hey, listen, man. Abel Sanchez, most notably known for being the trainer of Gennady Golovkin. He's always making headlines for the wrong reasons, man. Abel Sanchez is always running his mouth, man. Through the whole Canelo Alvarez Triple G saga in both fights, it wasn't Triple G who was standing out in front running his mouth. It was Abel Sanchez. I never seen a trainer who wanted to clout chase as much as Abel Sanchez. This recent thing, man, it just blows my mind. He's talking about that, all these fighters are trying to stay relevant by speaking Triple G's name. Understand? Let me say that again. He's saying that these fighters are trying to stay relevant by speaking Triple G's names. He spoke of Jarrett Hurd. Last time I checked, Jarrett Hurd was a unified champion, man. He spoke of Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is the mandatory for Canelo's WBC strap. The WBC ordered Triple G to fight Charlo. But, they have made it clear. Tom Loeffner, Abel Sanchez, and Triple G, they have made it clear that they do not want to fight Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean? So Jermall Charlo was speaking of Triple G because the WBC ordered that fight, not just because he want to speak his name. The dude Brandt, who beat Murata, he just stole your meal from you, man. That was your meal. Your next meal ticket was Murata, and Rob Brandt went and stole that from you, man. And now he's saying that he want to fight you. You know what I mean? That's another gift, as far as I'm concerned. That's another gift for Triple G. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he's just running his mouth, man, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Abel Sanchez, he had a few champions back in the 90s, man. Success with Terry Norris and a couple other fighters, but Abel Sanchez retired around 2000, 2001. I think he had a heart attack or something, man. He went up there and built the complex on Big Bear. He built it for other trainers and boxers to use, but nobody used it because nobody cared about Abel Sanchez. It wasn't till Oscar De La Hoya fought Manny Pacquiao and went up to Big Bear to train. That's what resurrected Abel Sanchez, man. How many years later was that? You understand what I'm saying? All the press and publicity that comes with Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao. So, of course, when fighters seen that, Oscar was training up there, they heard about the altitude, you know what I mean? Of course, other fighters would naturally want to go up there and train. And here comes the phone call that saved Abel Sanchez's life. The call he got for Triple G. He began training Triple G, man. He began training Ggg'S. He began training Alex Salcedo, Joel Diaz Jr., Ryan Martin, Sullivan Barrera. But the one thing that Abel Sanchez is failing to mention every time he opens his mouth is that every time his fighters are in big fights, they lose. Ryan Martin, he just was in the biggest fight of his life. We all know Ryan Martin can fight. No knock on him, but he did not perform. In between rounds, there was no instructions by Abel Sanchez. All he was telling Martin is, let your hands go. You got to start fighting. Let your hands go. You know what I mean? Give the guy some type of strategy. Joel Diaz Jr., we all seen, they want to fast track him. I knew they was moving him along too fast. You know what I mean? They put him in there with Regis Prograis. And you seen what Regis Prograis did to him, man. Alex Salcedo. Another guy Abel Sanchez trained. He just got destroyed in a hell of a performance by himself. He went out on the shield, but he got destroyed. He got destroyed by Maurice Hooker. You know what I mean? Gassiev. He make it all the way until the final match of the World Boxer Super Series, man. and Usyk makes him look like an amateur. You know, Sullivan Barrera, when he stepped up, Andre Ward exposed him, and he's been taking L's ever since, man. Bivol knocked him out. I mean, come on, man. You know, and Triple G. You know, Triple G is probably the best thing that ever happened to his life, man. Triple G, you know, but he learned most of his skills over in Eastern Europe. You know what I mean? But even when Triple G, I'm not knocking Triple G. I think Triple G is a tremendous fighter. I'm just stating the facts. Even when Triple G first stepped up in competition, was against a welterweight, a smaller guy in Kell Brook. And we seen Triple G take a lot of shots in that fight. And some people say the Kell Brook fight exposed Triple G. You know, he was able to stop Kell Brook breaking his eye socket, his orbital bone. Then he fought Danny Jacobs. A lot of people think and thought that, you know, Triple G lost that fight. They thought he received a gift by winning that fight. You understand what I'm saying? Although I do think he won the first Canelo fight and maybe won a second Canelo fight, but it's an L in the books, man. It's an L in the books. You understand what I'm saying? So you got all these fighters, you know, in their biggest fights, trained by Abel Sanchez, they all took L's. You know, since his comeback, you know, all his big time to shine as a trainer, all of his fighters took L's. Joel Diaz Jr., Alex Salcedo, Gassiev, Sullivan Barrera, Gennady Golovkin, Ryan Martin. You know, but this guy walks around like he's God's greatest trainer. You know what I mean? Walks around beating on his chest, you know, making commercials about the steak and, you know, and hard work and all that, man. I think trainers should just train, man. You don't see world-class trainers doing the most as Abel Sanchez does, man. Abel Sanchez does too much, as far as I'm concerned, man. And he needs to stop, man. He needs to be exposed for what he is, man, and what he is a losing trainer. His record proves it. His record and world-class championship fights proves that he's not that good. You're not that good. You're not what you think you are. You know what I mean? He's so high on himself that, you know, he doesn't really see that he's losing. He got a losing record. The best thing happened to him was Gennady Golovkin, Triple G. That was it. And he lost the biggest fights of his life. One was a draw and the second one was a loss. So you can't take credit for him giving a good performance. You can't take credit for that. You know, his instruction in between rounds is horrible. All you ever hear him say, come on, G, you got to pick it up now, G. You got to pick it up now. No, give him some strategy. Tell him to move this way, move that way, throw this punch, throw that punch. You don't hear him saying none of that. Abel Sanchez is a joke, in my opinion. You know, ever since he started talking about, you know, how black fighters don't sell and then tried to clean it up, you know what I mean? He's just a joke, especially with this latest comment that fighters are keeping Triple G's mouth and they keeping Triple G's name, in their mouth just to stay relevant. No, you trying to stay relevant. You're trying to stay relevant. A trainer. I think he spoke far too much for Triple G during the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G negotiations. You know, Triple G would just sit there and Abel Sanchez will talk bad about Canelo, talk bad about his trainers, talk bad about the meat and steroid issue. You know what I mean? It was always Abel Sanchez. He need to stop, man. He need to stop. And, you know, I just wanted to do a quick video, man, and just expose Abel Sanchez for what he is, man, and it is a joke. You know, that's all I got for now. It's your boy Big Will for Big Faces Worldwide. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and share this video.